Hi everyone, welcome to Monica's Singapore Kitchen. Today I'll be baking brown sugar Sar Piah. This is a traditional pastry featuring a delicate multi-layered flaky crust filled with sweet mung bean paste. Come along with me to see how it is prepared. So first of all, we need to make the filling. So here I have 400 grams of split mung beans. We need to wash it 3 times to remove debris and starch. So after washing 3 times, we will put enough water to cover the beans. Then we're going to soak it for 3 hours. So 3 hours later, you can see that our mung beans appear slightly swollen, plump and pale yellow in color. So drain it. Then we need to steam it for 40 minutes. So 40 minutes later, the beans have swelled and appear even lighter yellow in color. So we need to mash it, which is our next step. Use a spatula or a food processor if you have to mash the beans. You will know that it is cooked when the texture is soft, creamy and delicate. So when you press it, it's a little bit mushy. So you know that it's nicely cooked. So just have to mash it until it is like mesh, like that kind of sandy looking texture. So here we have 60 grams of peeled shallots. So slice them into very thin slices. So we're going to fry it. Use oil, heat it up, and then pour in our sliced shallots. So you're going to stir fry it until golden brown. So once it's golden brown, it looks something like this, it's time to take it out. So our oil will be nicely infused with the aromatic shallots. So then you can put in the shallots and mix it with the mashed split beans, but I prefer it to cut it into smaller pieces, like mince it like that before I mix it. So I prefer this texture. Then in the aromatic oil, pour in our mashed split mung beans. So you can also pour in other things, like for example the brown sugar at this point, the minced fried shallots, and also 2 teaspoons of salt. So we're going to stir fry it over medium heat. It takes about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, so you will know that it is cooked and ready to be taken out when it transforms into a dry, thick and non-sticky mess. Then when you roll it into small balls, it looks smooth and shiny in appearance. Something like this. So then we transfer it into a container and let it cool before we use it. Now let's make our dough. Water dough first. So for this we need 330 grams of all-purpose flour and 1.5 tablespoons of castor sugar. So mix these 2 ingredients well. The next thing we want to add is our vegetable oil. Any oil that has no strong odor. Then give it a stir until the oil mixes pretty well with our flour. Then add in our room temperature water a little bit at a time. So slowly our dough will look like a shaggy mess. So once it looks something like this, we can go in with our hand. So we want to gather all the loose parts together and then knead it for about 5 minutes. Kneading the dough develops the gluten structure, creating a strong elastic dough that does not tear easily afterwards when we roll our dough. So once our bowl is nice and clean, our dough is slightly smooth, need not be totally smooth, something like this will be perfect. We can then wrap it with our cling wrap. This wrapping is to prevent it from drying out. So we need to rest it for 30 minutes. Resting the dough is crucial because it allows the gluten to relax, making the dough more pliable and easier to shape or roll out afterwards. It also helps with hydration and flavor development. This is our oil dough. For this, we need only 2 ingredients, namely butter and all-purpose flour. So all we need to do then is to rub and cut the butter into the flour until it forms like breadcrumbs. Yeah, something like this. Yep. Then when you press the crumbs together, it should hold its shape. Yep, so something like this. Yeah, you can see that it holds its shape like that. Then you know that it is time for us to form a ball by gathering all the crumbs together. You do not need to knead it. Yeah, you just have to form into a ball, and then the bowl becomes nice and clean, and we know that our oil dough is ready for resting. Okay, so this is our oil dough. Then, as per normal, wrap it with cling wrap to prevent drying out. And we are going to leave our oil dough to rest for 30 minutes. And then 30 minutes later, our water dough has nicely rested. So we are going to take it out and roll it into a log. So gently roll it into a long, even log of uniform cross-sectional area. So cut it into 18 equal pieces. Each piece is approximately 32 grams. Okay, so then take one piece and slowly form and shape it into a nice sphere. Okay, put it aside. Do the same for all the others until you have 18 water dough spheres. Now this is the oil dough, so you're going to do the same thing and cut it into 18 pieces. So before we cut it, we need to form it into a log first. It really helps with our portioning afterwards. So you don't need to knead it anyway. It's not easy to knead it as it's very crumbly. So you just have to press it to form a log and then divide it into 18 equal pieces. Each piece is roughly about 23 grams. Then we need to take one piece and then press and shape it into a sphere. Okay, so let's put this aside. Do the same for all the other spheres for the oil dough, and eventually you will get 18 of this oil dough. So now we have 18 oil dough pieces and 14 oil dough spheres. Yeah, so all are spheres actually. So take one water dough and then roll it out into a disc of about 7 cm in diameter. Wrap the oil dough within the water dough. Then we need to seal the edges completely. Yep. And then we also need to press it and roll it so that the water dough is in complete contact with the oil dough, leaving no air gaps. Okay, something like this. And put it aside and do the same for all the other pairs until you have 18 water and oil dough spheres. So you take one piece, gently press it into a disc. With the help of a rolling pin, roll it out into a tongue of approximately 15 cm long. So then you roll it up like a log Swiss roll style. You should get approximately 2 complete spirals. Let's put this aside and do the same for all the other pieces until you reach the last piece. Okay, then going back to the first piece, so you're going to press it down gently and then roll it from center up and center down to distribute the oil dough within the water dough. So our aim is to get a tongue shape of approximately 25 cm long. Then again, we are going to roll it into a log Swiss roll style. So at this point, we should be able to get approximately 4 spirals. Okay, let's put this aside and do the same for all the other pieces. So until we reach the last piece. Here I have the filling, which I have divided it into 18 equal parts. I roll them into balls. So take one piece of the dough, press it down, vertically down, and then we are going to roll it into a disc of approximately 3 inches in diameter. Then put in the filling, and then wrap the filling with the dough as though you are making paos. You can use any method of wrapping as long as it's completely sealed. So then gently press it down so that there are no gaps between the dough and the filling. And then press it gently to form a thick disc of diameter approximately 2.5 inches. So then we are going to check that the filling is completely wrapped, top and bottom. Okay, then we are going to put it into a tray lined with baking paper. Do the rest until you reach the last tau Sar Piah. Then we're going to egg wash it using a lightly beaten egg. Also top the tau Sar Piah with toasted sesame seeds. You can use the white one, which I'm doing now, or you can use the black ones, or a combination of both. Then bake it in a preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So it will be cooked within 40 to 45 minutes. So look at how our tau Sar Piah has turned out. They are golden brown, beautiful. It is very fragrant. It is best eaten when it is slightly warm. It can last up to 5 days when left at room temperature, and it can last for up to 8 to 10 days in the refrigerator. Whenever you need to enjoy it, just put in a toaster at 180 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes to crisp it up. The exterior is crisp and flaky, featuring shattering pastry layers. Inside there is a dense, smooth, sweet mung bean paste. Do give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy cooking!